How's it going, guys? Kevin back at you with another video. Today's video, we are checking out my clipless body mounting setup for the Arrma Kraton 6S. This thing is absolutely massive. Can't wait to show you guys how it works and how to install it. Then we're gonna do some bashing, of course. All right, so this setup is super easy to get on and off. Simple 90-degree twist in the rear, and then basically just want to pick it off and then wiggle it forward. It comes off just like that. You can see we have our front piece here, and then the two pieces in the rear. These utilize the rear stock mounts, and then on the underside we've got a larger version of my twist locking setup, and then we've got this guy here which feeds through here and then provides a nice snug fit in the front. So to slide that in, you just want to slide it until you find that, and then make sure to sort of push it all the way back. It's a little bit easier when you can stop the truck from moving, and then keep these horizontal. Just push down, wiggle, you'll hear it and feel it just like that. It's locked in. Body's not going anywhere, gonna be super secure, super strong. Obviously, if you have a crazy bad crash, no guarantee that this will survive, but for 99% of you guys, this thing should hold up really well, really well, and it's super easy to get the body on and off in literally seconds. So the other couple things to note here, so in the front, so I wiggle this off here. So this is designed to be a very snug fit in here, and then additionally, this is designed to actually have the body sit on it. So this helps provide some extra support. And then because this is basically solid from here to the body, to the chassis, means that it's gonna be really secure in the front. And then the rear, like I mentioned, because this is using the stock Arrma body posts, these are actually fairly flexible, and it gives the rear a good amount of support. So without further ado, let's get into the install and then some bashing. What you're gonna get in the kit is your front underside of the body, top of the body, the rear top side of the body, and rear underside of the body, and then the rear chassis, as well as two M4 by 16 millimeter, two M4 by 12, and then four M4 lock nuts. For the front end, we can see that this is going to be facing the rearward direction, and then additionally, the M4 by 16s actually come through the bottom. A couple reasons for that. Main one being to provide some extra clearance under here, and that way we just don't have any interference issues or anything. And then you're going to drop your M4 lock nut in there. This is basically going to feed through the top of the body there, and that's going to locate it, and then you'll put your M4 by 16 screw through that into that piece, bolt that on in the front. And the rear, it's a little bit different. So these pieces are actually keyed. So with these keying features, you'll see there's a keying feature on each respective side. Once you have them lined up, you won't be able to twist these relative to one another. They're always going to move at the same positioning. So you're going to take your M3 by 12, you're going to slide that through, and this is again with the body will be in between here. So you'll slide this through the body, slide this through, get it lined up, and then you can take your M4 lock nut, put that in, and then while you're holding this in place, you can start tightening this down, sandwiched between the bodies. So in the end, once it's all together, it'll look just like this. You'll notice the screw is essentially perfectly flush, it doesn't stick down. And then when I twist this lower piece on the other side, you can see I'm twisting on the back side and it's twisting the top, and same thing the other way around. Now for the chassis side pieces, so on the front, you're actually going to see a really subtle embossed arrow. So I do have a more aggressive chamfer on the front side than the back side, and that's to basically help guide it when it's going in. So you do want to make that arrow pointing forward. If you end up getting it backwards, it's not the end of the world. It might just be a little bit more difficult to get the front on. So don't worry too much about that if you get it wrong. So for the rear, we're going to have these two pieces. They are not symmetrical. The top locking part is, but the bottom piece that sort of curves around into the support is not. So if we look straight down here, you can see that it goes a little bit farther on the one side. That's basically just go up closer to this side just to kind of give it a little bit more support. And then these, you basically just slide them all the way down, put that bolt through it, and lock it in place. If it doesn't go down all the way or the hole's not lined up, then just swap it for the other side, then you've got it wrong. So super simple in the rear, pretty easy in the front. And just like that, you've got it installed. And then again, just like I showed earlier, it's a little bit harder to do one-handed, but basically just drop it down, slide this back. It's easy to just sort of push it back. And then in the rear, line it up sideways, sort of give it a little bit of a wiggle. It'll drop down, just like that. All good to go. Let's go do some bashing. All right. First time taking this thing for a rip. This is so big. Start off with some light jumps. Does not feel like it has a lot of wheel speed in the air there. I don't know if that's just these tires. I did get this third party from someone. My throttle limit is at 100. Maybe it just needs to be geared up a little bit. Just work our way into it. This thing is absolutely massive. Let's hit it a little bigger. It lands really, really nice. I can see why some guys would want to put this thing on 12S though. Definitely doesn't have the relative performance of some of my like 6S rigs. But wow, it lands really, really nice, really soft. I don't think I have the power to unfortunately do any backflips though. But we'll keep working our way up. Yeah, wow, that suspension is really doing a wonderful job. Yeah, that's full throttle, so it's not the fastest. I'm probably only doing 45 if I had to guess. Just soaks up that air like nothing though. And you can see system is still nice and locked, super secure. Just like landing on a pillow. Get a nice big run up here. Full throttle. Wanted to see how it took to landing on the rear. Takes it pretty darn well. I'm gonna be very tempted to upgrade this thing because it lands so nice. It's like landing on a cushion of air, my gosh. And if you're like, oh, I need to get into the body, just jump in. Quick 1-2. I recommend just picking it up a little bit and then just wiggle it forward. It'll come loose. Body's a little hard to grab one-handed. And then you can get underneath, you know, oh, I need to get rid of this, all right. Pull all that, whatever it may be. Then to slide it back on, sort of let it drop down, wiggle the front until you find it slide in, just pop it back. Make sure this is centered, horizontal, horizontal. Wiggle, twist, lock, and just like that, back to ripping. Whether you're changing batteries, just doing a little preventative maintenance, whatever it may be. Beautiful. And I'm running some big batteries. These are actually for my 1/5 scale DBXLE, but they work great in here. They fit great. I just had to extend the battery trays a little bit. Yeah, it probably just needs to be geared up a little bit. I'm gonna keep ripping it. Woo, missed a big stick. But thank you guys for checking out another one of my videos. Be sure to drop a comment down below. Feel free to recommend any other trucks. I've got Kraton 4S and a Big Rock 3S. Those are the next two trucks that are gonna be on my list. If there's any others that you guys really want and there's gonna be enough demand for, I will certainly look into it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time.